What's going on, YouTube? Today is March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. I got a Boilermaker. But that's not why we're here. Today we're going to talk about my experience this past week at Temptation Cancun Resort in Mexico. I left there just recently this past Monday the 14th, so my review is going to be pretty up to date. And by the way, the year is 2022. So this is about as up to date as it can get. First off, there are two types of Temptation Cancun resorts. I don't know exactly where the other one is, but the one in Cancun is a couples resort. There's another one that's a singles resort. So keep that in mind when you're looking for which hotel to visit. The one in Cancun is a couples resort, not a singles resort. There were plenty of single people down there, both men and women. So, everyone's there to have a good time, so I don't know what happened between everyone, but just so you know, that's what the resort's basically geared towards, is couples. Second off, this is an all-inclusive resort, but it is not truly all-inclusive. And I say that because this resort has a class system. It's based on tiers and memberships and upgraded visitors. So this whole review is from the bottom level experience, the cheap experience. I did not pay to upgrade. I'm not a premier member. I didn't have a black band. I had a purple band, which was the bottom level cheap visitor. So everything you see here is from a low level viewpoint. You're going to hear fantastic things about the resort, probably from upgraded or premier members who had a much better experience, more access to restaurants, food, alcohol, bars, and areas of the hotel that everyone's not privy to. Third, who cares? Next, it is a topless resort. There were lots of naked women walking around, and once in a while you'd see a guy too. So keep that in mind, because that's probably why you're going to want to go here. About 90% was pretty all right. So, and the age range too. The age range in Google is not wrong. Pretty much the average range is between like 35 to 45. So it's not like a bunch of young people in their 20s on spring break. So you know that too. Nothing wrong with that though. What else can I tell you? So yes, this resort truly is not all inclusive, but you can still have fun, still all you can eat, still all you can drink. You're just not allowed certain liquor and certain access to certain menu items at the restaurants and certain bars and certain levels of the hotel. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Yes, it's long, but I cover a lot of stuff that I wish I read or watched in previous videos before I stayed there. A lot of other videos on YouTube, you'll hear people just talking about, the fun that goes down there, the nudity that goes down there, but no one really talks about the types of restaurants, the experiences in the bars. So I give you all that. I go step by step through almost everything. I believe I cover almost everything that you're going to want to know before you actually spend your money and take your vacation time to go down there and then find out it's not what you want it to be. So go ahead, watch all the video, skip through parts that you don't care about, but just try to be informed. That's what I tried to do with this video, and I hope I did a good job. If not, please comment below, let me know. And also, if you like what you see, please like and subscribe. More will come as vacations open up for me. But so keep in mind, this is from a bottom level experience. I try to detail everything that a regular person's going to want to know. Yes, there's lots of fun that goes on at that resort, don't get me wrong. Lots of parties, lots of contests, who has the biggest what, or the nicest what, or the best technique doing what. Trust me, it does happen. And please enjoy the video, and I'll see you in a minute. So this is the Trendy Garden View room. This is the lowest class room you can purchase. As you can see, it is very minimal. You have a little table and chairs, a king-size bed though, little nightstand, a second nightstand, a patio with a table and chairs, There's no dressers. You'll notice that there's really no space for anything, but they do include a little luggage rack, and you could always use the tables or the nightstands for whatever you want. Then here's your balcony view. Everyone's got a balcony. And this is our garden view with a big palm tree in it. There are some people walking around outside, and one thing this resort is known for is keeping privacy, so we didn't want to get them in the video. There is a TV for your viewing pleasure, and you'll notice these black cabinets along the wall. Now this is actually your storage space. You push them in and they just pop open. There's your safe. There's a dresser drawer there for some of your clothes because there are no dressers. Everything's hidden in the wall. These sometimes work, they sometimes don't. Just like there. Another space for luggage, a drawer, hangers for whatever you may need. See, just like that, that one doesn't work. We've had them come up and fix it several times. These doors aren't the best. That's the bathroom, we'll get there in a minute. And here's the last door. It has your ironing board, complimentary umbrella, your mini bar, and another space to put luggage. Now your mini bar, because this is a low class room, all it has is water, soda, and some Tecate and Dos Equis. It's the only beer they give you. Unless you probably upgrade to the Tower or Premier member, you get no hard liquor in your room. That's it. So if you're a fan of a real mini bar, you will be disappointed getting the garden view rooms. Now, this is an adult-only resort, so obviously you would think they have adult TV and movies for you. Yes, they do, but because we are in the low-class garden view room, let me show you. The adult channels are locked. They cost money unless you are in the tower rooms or an upgraded member. So you will not get free porn. You can purchase it. There's the price right there. And the videos are also locked. I will not show you because they show the covers of them, and I don't want YouTube taking this down. So porno is not free in the low class rooms. Now I'll show you the bathroom. It's pretty small. Once again, we are in the low class rooms. You got your mirror, your makeup mirror, your sink, your toiletries. There's only one garbage can in this whole room. So we fill up that little mini table and chairs a lot with our garbage because this thing fills up fast. You only get one garbage can in this whole room. You do get your bath or toilet papers. These are actually pretty nice toilet paper. They're Cottonelle. They're scented. There you go right there, professional grade. But these are a very small roll. They do go quick. And then here is your shower. There is no door or curtain, it's just an entryway. One thing that's really nice, it is a rain shower head. And there's your drain right down there. Same tile as what you walk on in the whole room. There's your viewing window. You can sort of see the outline of the rest of the room there. And that's in case you want to see someone taking a shower or see what other activities people do in here. The maid just came and cleaned. She did not clean up the old soap, but she cleaned everything else. So, but so there is a towel right here outside the wall entryway for the shower. Water will get everywhere here, so you will want to lay a towel out because obviously there's no door or curtain Kind of a silly design, but whatever. So this will get wet, so lay a towel out there. And again, that's the only garbage can. Don't be afraid to call for more toilet paper. They will bring it to you. And that's it for your bathroom. Again, this is the bathroom in the low-class garden view room. There's no sex pictures on the walls like the upgraded rooms or the tower rooms. And yeah. Okay, now this is black because I wanted to show you the pitch darkness of the room. So the patio curtain comes down and it is a total blackout, so you can sleep. But a big problem with these rooms are, you can see the door. You see all that light getting around that door. At nighttime, it lights up this whole half of the room as you walk in with your table and chairs. So pretty much whoever sits on the door side, the door side of the bed, you're going to get a lot of light coming in. Which is pretty good if you get up in the dark. You don't got to turn a light on, but it stinks trying to sleep. And you can see that big gap along the entire frame of the door. That lets all your air conditioning out. Your air conditioner is going to run 24/7. They limit it to how cold it can get also. It doesn't get as cold as you may like it to. So just keep that in mind. You'll always have the air running because it all escapes through that door, and that door lets all the light in. Another thing that's interesting about this room is all the controls are right next to the door, and they're all on this panel right here. These are your light switches for the below the bed and the ceiling lights. But this control panel here, it's your temperature adjustment. You can make it hotter or colder. You can turn the air on or off, and you can control the fan speed. You can turn it to auto, low, high, medium, whatever you want. These arrow buttons control the shades. You gotta hold it, not just press it, but hold it down. Shades go down, shades go up. This is your turn on your lights. These are the LED lights for above those black cabinets we showed you earlier. So that's pretty neat. All the controls are right there for the entire room. And then you got your phone, of course, to call for room service and everything. They give you an information booklet for restaurants and clubs outside. And yeah, they give you the basics. And again, this is the low class room, so you will not have everything you may want that the paid memberships or the upgraded memberships offer you. From your TV, it does offer almost everything that, say, the buffet would offer. Certain hours, information, and all that. You can get whatever you want within the ordering hours, but just so you know, there is a $5 service fee per room service. So you can order as much as you want, all the burgers, salad, and everything you want in one go. You will pay a $5 service charge every time you order room service. So keep that in mind. That will be added onto your bill, but the price of the food and drink will not be. It's still all included. You just got to pay a service fee, and of course, if you tip whoever brings it, just factor that in. So a lot of things about this all-inclusive resort are not all-inclusive compared to other resorts, especially if you're in the low-class rooms like we are. But if you're at the tower rooms, or your members or upgraded, you paid to upgrade premier members, a lot more is included for you, and it's really more of a truly all-inclusive experience. Just keep that in mind. We are in the chill rooms right over here, which are the garden view rooms. Some are ocean view, but the chill section are basically the cheap rooms. Then you go over here to the relax tower set of rooms, and these are a little bit better, like say an upgrade from the chill rooms. And then you will have the playrooms right here. Now this is the main building right here in the middle. That's what you mostly see when you Google pictures of the hotel. It's that multi-color, rainbow colored tower of rooms. That's where all the high class members stay. Let's see. And then you could also tells you where all your restaurants and bars are located, where all the pools are, the gyms, etc., etc. Now you'll notice these purple P's, Premier Members. How I was saying how we're the low class rooms. Well, these purple P's throughout the resort are spots designated for only the Premier Members, the upper class wristband colored members. That's just areas designated for them and not everybody. No one really checks for the wristband colors. If you want to go and sit in a pool chair around the pool, around the beach, in those areas, go ahead. No one really cares. But over at the sexy pool, which is number 19, the big main pool right there, there are roped off areas for Premier Members. So people will be checking that, and they have their own private bars and catering services, or butler services, I guess. So people will take notice if you sit there and you don't belong there. Now the pools, of course, there is the ocean, of course, up at the beach. And there is what's called the quiet pool over here by the relax towers. That's actually a really nice pool. There's no loud music, no partying. You can still be clothing optional there if you want. It's got our favorite bar is actually right there in the quiet pool. Number 10, Zolanzio. Best margaritas in the whole resort. I swear to God, best margaritas in the quiet pool. So if you like margaritas, go there. What's really also nice about that bar in the quiet pool is it's not as crowded as the bars in the sexy pool. So the bartenders at the quiet pool can take more time to make you a better tasting drink, and they're even more fun to talk to. They're not in a rush to get as many drinks out as they can. So if you're looking for a little more relaxed experience with better drinks, go to the quiet pool. That's the best bar in the whole resort. But to be fair, we haven't been to all the premier bars or the high class bars, so there might be something better out there. I don't know, but for the everyday person, the quiet pool bar is Zolanzio, best bar in the resort. Now, the sexy pool. This is the one everyone hears about, everyone sees pictures of. Yes, you can't take pictures. Well, you really can't take pictures. So if you see pictures, good for you. But they're really strict on videos and pictures in this whole resort because, yes, there are a lot of naked people walking around, men and women. And the parties, you know, they actually encourage it and everything. So this is the pool everyone hears about, everyone wants to be at. There is a jacuzzi just above it. It's actually okay. One thing to know about the sexy pool, this is where all the foam parties happen, all the nightly parties happen, all the daily party activities happen. So this is the place to be right there in the middle, number 19. One last thing to note about the sexy pool is it is heated. It's the only heated pool in the resort that's available to everybody. A lot of people don't know that. For example, today we just had a storm roll in and it's about 70 degrees instead of 85 degrees and windy, so it's pretty cold out for Cancun. But we were in the sexy pool, it was heated, we had a blast, we were the only ones in it. It's great. And this is also where all the foam parties are too that you hear about too, so that's the place to be. There are 2 bars in the sexy pool, Boost. There is a bar outside the pool area on the walkway, and then 1 bar inside the pool for everybody, and there is a premier side for premier members only. So to keep that in mind, you got to kind of stay on your side of the bar, unless the bartender doesn't care. We've had some bartenders be sticklers about the color wristband and deny you certain alcohol because you're not an upgraded member. For example, I can't get Jack Daniels at certain bars, such as Bash number 8, because the bartender is just being a jerk. But anyway, it's all inclusive in my mind, so what does it care? It doesn't come out of his pocket. So here's the overview of the hotel if you ever want to know where you're at. Again, this TV shows you everything. It's great, a great overview. And let's move on to some restaurants. Back to the TV again. We go to hotel info. There's obviously the playground rules, the resort, the bars, the restaurants. Phone call rates, who cares about that? Everyone's got a cell phone now anyway. Now restaurants, this is something everyone I'm sure would like to know. There are 8 restaurants, as you can see, and we'll talk about each one of them because we tried almost every, let's see, we did try all of them except She, which we'll get to right now. So we'll talk about Amores first. So Amores, every restaurant has a basic description of what kind of food it serves, when the dinner hours are, dress codes. No one really cares about dress codes. Now, so you know, Amores, it's basically a Mexican buffet. It's in the main buffet area. It's divided into 2 restaurants. I believe it's Rain and Amore. But they're all pretty much one giant restaurant in the morning. This is where you'll have your breakfast buffet in the morning. By the way, breakfast is banging. It's fantastic. It's the best meal they offer of the day. If you can find bacon, get yourself some bacon. It is the most elusive item on the menu we've found so far. And when it's out, when they put bacon out there, it's gone in literally a second. So the bacon's really good. It's great. But Amores, Mexican themed buffet, it's really good. Not as good as you'd think because it's a buffet. And I'm guessing COVID hit these resorts pretty hard. A lot of the food has gotten pretty cheap. It's not as good as it used to be or it should be at a lot of these resorts. So, but you still get a nice variety and you can enjoy it. So if you like Mexican, go to Amores. Okay, She is the restaurant that requires a reservation. Now, reservations can be made at 3 p.m. outside of the Sutra restaurant in the main building of the hotel. Now, She, it's a couples only experience. You gotta have a dress code. One thing about this, it is a dining experience, but basically the gist of the She restaurant is we never ate there, so we can't tell you about the food because we don't want to give any bad reviews or judge because we don't know. But basically, it's the restaurant where they have strippers dance for you while you eat. That's pretty much the gist of She. So, if you're into having a little entertainment with your meal and you want to book a reservation, this would be the place for you. Okay, we'll come back to Sutra in a minute, but I wanted to do Sea Flirt because Sutra's our favorite. We'll talk about that later. Sea Flirt, they do breakfast. Ooh, I didn't actually know that, believe it or not. We always just hit the buffet for breakfast. But pretty much it's the seafood restaurant located outside right on the beach, so that's pretty nice. It has basic Caribbean, Peruvian, and Creole type foods. One thing you should know about these better class restaurants, there is a upgraded menu. And by that, going back to how I was saying, there's different levels in this hotel, be it premier members, upgraded members, blah, 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 blah. There's a everybody menu, and then there's a menu with extras you can pay extra for, and then there's a menu with additional items for only premier members. So when you get to the restaurants and you're not a premier member, you will not have full access to the menu. Now, as far as extras that can be purchased, they have a wine list for wine, champagne. You can pay extras for, charges to your room. They have a meat list also, such as tomahawk steaks, filet mignon, lobster tails, crab legs, all stuff that can be purchased extra at an additional charge that's not included in their everyday menu. So keep that in mind when you go to these restaurants. But about that breakfast, it turns out that breakfast is only for premier members. It doesn't state that. So if you are not a premier member, you will not be allowed to have breakfast at Sea Flirt, just dinner. So you'll have to go to the regular buffet like everybody else for breakfast. Okay, caffeine. It's not a restaurant. It's basically the coffee bar in the hotel. It's the only coffee bar in the hotel. It's fantastic. We love it. It's just walk up, order whatever kind of coffee you want. They got cappuccinos, frappuccinos, frappes, coffee, espresso, everything under the sun. for a basic coffee shop. Their pastries are fantastic. Their lunch, they got little snacks come the afternoon. If you just want something quick, they got fruit, chicken wraps. The chicken Caesar wraps are our favorite. Get those. We recommend those. They also have little sandwiches and everything if you just want something light and quick on the go to go with your coffee or your drink. They also have milkshakes. Milkshakes are good too. So caffeine is fantastic. We visited 4 or 5 times a day. It's just great, and especially for those double espressos to keep your butt up for the parties at night, because the parties go to about 3 a.m. So yeah, caffeine is fantastic. Please visit it. At night, they even have special desserts. I highly recommend the tiramisu dessert. It is my favorite. I absolutely love it. You just got to try it for yourself. So visit Caffeine at night, get the tiramisu, get your coffee, have you a good night. Okay, Flame Restaurant. Now this is the grill restaurant. They're, you know, pizza grill, burger grill, steakhouse. We tried this last night. It was absolutely horrible. Horrible. We sat down and the person sitting next to me ordered the New York strip steak, which is what I wanted to get. I heard about it. He told me don't get it. It's freaking terrible. It looked like a piece of Walmart steak you get for 99 cents. It looked like crap on his plate. He didn't even finish it. He took a couple bites, he said, and just left it. And his wife got the salmon. It wasn't even fully cooked. So we stayed away from the beef and the seafood at this restaurant. And instead we thought, okay, you can't screw up a pizza. So we got one of their flatbread pizzas. They're very thin crust, you know, probably a fire grill or whatever for the oven for the pizza. The pizzas were terrible too. They stunk. They were just like the basic pizzas they have at the lunch buffet. You know, just cheap, quick, all carb food. It was just terrible. We hated this restaurant. This was our least favorite restaurant in the entire resort. So if you're looking for a good like grill experience, don't go to Flame. The burgers they had outside by the sexy pool at lunchtime, the guy was making a barbecue. Those are fantastic. That beat the heck out of this. So we were disappointed with Flame. You may have a different experience. If you do, more power to you, but I don't recommend Flame. Okay, Rain. Rain is the other half of the buffet downstairs in the main building right next to Amore's. This is where you're going to have your breakfast, lunch, and dinner buffet, 24/7 almost. This is where everyone goes in the morning. So this is where the breakfast buffet is. Amore's is basically just a dinner buffet. So Rain is where you'll have your breakfast buffet. Again, the breakfast is really good. It's amazing. Go for breakfast. If you could skip lunch, skip lunch. Lunch has been the worst meal we've had at this whole resort every day. And Rain is pretty much the only place for lunch. It's a lunch buffet. It's basically just cheap bread foods, everything, you know, that's like quick and easy. It's like stuff you can microwave at home. I don't recommend it. They have a sushi too in Rain. It's just the worst sushi ever. There's no meat in it. It's all like just California rolls and rice with a cucumber. It's crappy sushi. Don't go there. But Rain for breakfast is great. We didn't do Rain for dinner because, you know, obviously you want to try all the other restaurants. And what's really nice about Rain too is, as you can kind of see in the picture, it's got a view of the sexy pool. So on a nice day, you could eat your breakfast, and you know, you could see some people walking around. It's pretty good. And they have waiters. They serve you. They'll give you refill your drinks and everything, but you got to go get your own food. So Rain's the buffet. Can't avoid it. Breakfast is great. That's about it. Okay, Romanza. This is the Italian restaurant on the other side of the resort by She and the Quiet Pool. It's Italian, you know, Mexican, authentic Italian, whatever you want to call it. It is a classier looking restaurant. I'll give them that. We went there last night too because Flame was so terrible. We left there still hungry, so we went to Romanza. And again, we left here hungry too because we did not care for it. I had the ravioli. It was pretty terrible. My wife had a salad. The salad is actually kind of good. It tasted pretty all right. And the desserts were not that great, but the flan dessert at Romanza, get it. It's amazing. It's very good. You will like it if you like flan. Or dessert in general, it's delicious. But again, Italian food. They actually had a pretty good menu. This one did not have a premier menu that I didn't see, so pretty much the whole menu was available to everybody, so that was very nice. There's a huge variety to choose from. Pretty much anything Italian you could think was on the menu. So this one was not bad. Again, it was very loud though in the restaurant though. A lot of these restaurants, you'll notice they are kind of loud in there because it's not like there's private booth seating. It's all pretty much open air. So if you're not a fan of like everyone just yelling in a restaurant, that's kind of every restaurant here. So there's no getting away from it, but keep that in mind. But Romanza, if you like Italian, you know, maybe you'll find something good. What we tried was not good. We did not care for it. So again, we left hungry, but this is their Italian restaurant. Okay, Sutra. I told you we would get to Sutra last because this is our favorite, so we're gonna save the best for last. So this is the only other restaurant that requires a reservation for half of it. Like she requires a reservation for all of it. Sutra, you only need to make a reservation for the hibachi grill section of it. Again, you do that at 3 p.m. down in front of the Sutra restaurant to get on the list. Now, half of the restaurant does not require a reservation, which is great because that pretty much does not include the hibachi grill experience. But you can still get all the same food and plus the sushi. If you get the hibachi grill, you only get what the chef cooks. Obviously, you probably could order something else, but you know, you get your fried rice, your meat, just like at any other hibachi restaurant you would in the States. It's okay. It's very small portions though, so you know, at the hibachi grill. So if you might still be hungry, but if you go to sit at a table and not do the hibachi experience, I recommend that. You can get all the sushi you want. You can get all the rice type meals you want. The desserts, it's fantastic. When we sat at the hibachi grill, all we got offered was the fried ice cream, but there's actually a menu of like 5 desserts you can get if you sit at the table. So Sutra is our favorite. We're gonna go back there tonight. Highly recommend Sutra. It's just amazing. And again, the waiters and waitresses, there's a bar in there. They'll take your drink orders. It's great. I can't say enough good things about Sutra. So if you like a hibachi grill experience, make sure you get a reservation. If you want to go in and just have some Asian food, go there. It's delicious. Yeah, do it. Okay, we'll talk about the bars now. So again, there are several bars throughout the resort. Sky 3.5. We did not have access to this bar because we were not premier or upgraded members. As you can see, it is a fancy bar. It's the bar on the roof, basically. It's got its own fanciness to it. It's got its own pools and hot tubs. We weren't up there, but that's one option if you're a paid up member. Then there's Bash. Bash is the bar that's downstairs where the parties are at. It's like half inside, half outside. So Bash is where all the nightly parties will be at. It's just a regular bar again, open to everybody. And they also have a snack bar too at night for the parties. So that's pretty cool, like a buffet of finger foods. So that's not bad. Again, you may get a bartender that wants to see what color wristband you have for certain types of alcohol. Other than that, they might not care. Most of them don't care. Basically, it's here you go, get out of here. Now Boost. Boost is the bar that's on the sexy pool and in the sexy pool. As you can see here, this is the side of the bar that's outside of the sexy pool. The other half of the bar, just beyond the bottles, is inside the sexy pool. Again, just another bar open to everybody. It's all right, you know. Level 3.5. Okay, now this is the bar inside the lobby. Because as you can see, these are the stairs that go down to Amores and Rain for food. But this is the bar inside the lobby. This is the one I was telling you that the guy wouldn't give me Jack Daniels because I didn't have the proper wristband. Again, this is a bar inside the lobby, open to everybody. It's really good too because the party's just outside those glass doors every night. It's another bar to, you know, go in and get your drinks at. And yeah, you know, it's another bar. Score. Now, Score is actually pretty cool. It's the game room in the hotel. It's got pool tables, dartboards, blackjack tables, roulette tables, sports TVs. It's actually a really cool bar, and it's got its own private bar back there too. Every time we went there, no one was there. Like it's kind of hidden away towards the relax side of the resort near the quiet pool. It's really great. I thought if you're into, you know, the bar atmosphere, the sports bar atmosphere. So that one's pretty cool. No one's usually ever there, so if you're looking to get away, I recommend this one. And Zelanzia. Now this was our favorite bar. This is the bar by the quiet pool that has the best margaritas in the frickin' resort. It's got bar seating outside of the pool and on the other side of the bar. It's got, you know, inside the pool, quiet pool bar, so you could swim up bar, that's it. You could swim up. Same with the bar and the sexy pool, it's a swim up bar also. So this one has walk up or swim up. Best margaritas in the resort. And this is always the bar that pretty much is the least busy. So the bartenders here take a little more care and time with their drinks. They'll chit chat with you, make you something you haven't tried before, or just tell you, hey, here, try this. This is our favorite bar. It's great. You want to go to have a nice chill time and hang out for a little bit and just talk to people without all the noise of the sexy pool. Come here. We like this bar. And I believe that is it for the main bars. Yep. Now, these are just basic informations about the resort itself, what kind of pools they got. Yes, the beach is topless, and the pools are topless. The whole place is topless. You could even be naked if you want. We've seen men and women naked in the sexy pool. That's even part of the requirement for some of the activities and competitions they have here. One big pain in the butt we noticed about the topless beach though, the surrounding resorts are not adult only. Some of them are, some of them aren't, I'm not sure. We did see a lot of families and small children walking on the beach. That's not right, we thought, so just keep that in mind. If you see a kid running around the beach, they're probably from a neighboring resort. You will see that, and probably he'll be accompanied by a dad who's looking on the resort wishing he was here and not watching his kid. So if you see kids, they're from a neighboring resort. So if you want to cover yourself up, do that. They do offer towels at the pools. Try to get a towel if you want early, because pretty much the way it works here is you grab your towel, you place a towel on a beach chair or a pool chair. No, and that's pretty much you're claiming that chair for the day. No one's gonna move your stuff. Everyone here has been pretty cool about the reserving, you know, dibs. So, and they will run out of towels. So get yours in the morning if you can, and if you want to be by a pool or on the beach all day, go ahead and reserve it. It's pretty good. They do have shops here. They got the salon, and they got Glam, which is basically their t-shirt shop, and, you know, oh, I forgot something shop, like toothbrush, toothpaste, sunscreen, aloe vera, you know, everything they want to upcharge you for that costs nothing across the street in town. And this Glam's also where you can get the clothing for the nightly theme events. So if you're into dressing up, go ahead. Not many people dressed up. Pretty much all the staff dressed up and the playmates dressed up, but some of the people did dress up though. Circus night, a lot of people dressed up for that, because basically you just wear animal costumes, and, you know, every woman's got some sort of cat costume they could throw on. But, yep. So here's a pretty good overview of the sexy pool under the playground rules. There's the swim up bar I was telling you about. And this is the sexy pool right here. Again, it is a heated pool. It is heated, so if you get a cold snap, but you still want to go in the pool, it's cold outside, go in the sexy pool. It is heated. You will have a nice time still. And this is also pretty good because you can see these wooded areas right here where these patio chairs are. These are those roped off areas I was telling you about for Premier members and Tower members. This side is for the Tower members, and this side is for the Premier members only. And they got their own private bar right there under that tiki hut. And this tiki hut is where you get your towels and do water excursions. And right here by this big umbrella is where they have all the parties and all the activities throughout the day, like, you know, strip contests and all that sort of fun naked stuff. But then there's the playground rules. Basically, that was just a good picture of where everyone wants to be. Pretty much, it, you know, tells you, yes, it is a topless resort. You know, don't be taking pictures of people. Security will be on your ass if you are caught doing that stuff. Says so right there. They don't specifically say that, but yeah, they'll be on you in a minute. And they'll even call you out in the middle of everyone to embarrass you. So just keep in mind, be kind, be courteous, and have a good time. Okay, moving on to activities. Every night, there's a different theme party that the resort will throw. Safari night, glitter, Burning Land, lingerie, circus, graffiti glow, and tonight's Sunday, so that's Aloha Temptation night. Pretty much, it's the same thing, just a big old dance party down by the sexy pool, and sometimes upstairs above the sexy pool. They put on a nice half hour to an hour show for you, hire some outside entertainers, and then it's just one big dance party until about 3 a.m. You know, people say it can go to about 6 a.m., but usually around 2, 3 in the morning, that's when everything dies down and everyone wears out and goes to bed. Oh, one more thing you should know about these rooms. It may not be higher end level rooms, but these trendy garden view rooms in the chill side, the walls are paper freaking thin. You can hear the party like it's right outside your door across the resort. You can hear all the people walking up and down the stairs, slamming their doors, drunk arguing, having sex, all that stuff. So this place is freaking loud. It is not quiet at all. One other thing I should tell you about the Trendy, about the chill side. There are no elevators on the chill rooms. Everything is stairs only, no elevators. So if you're handy capable or just, you know, gonna always be drunk all the time or too lazy to walk upstairs, whatever, there are no elevators on the chill side. So stairs only. The tower room, the high-end rooms have elevators. So if you need an elevator, that's where you're gonna wanna stay. Also, we didn't see any elevators on the other side of the resort either, by the quiet pool, the relaxed side. So just so you know, the tower rooms are the only rooms with elevators. Let me go to the map real quick so I can clarify this. The chill side does not have elevators. The relaxed side does not have elevators to access the rooms as far as I've seen. But the playrooms, the tower rooms, do have elevators. So keep that in mind again. If you're handy capable or you're going to be drunk all the time and you don't want to be stumbling around. Wi-Fi, the resort has Wi-Fi. It's Mexico, so it's only 3G. It's still pretty darn fast. You know, I mean, you're not going to be on your phone much anyway. A, because you're going to be busy having fun, and B, they really don't allow you to be taking pictures and videos. So really, you're not even going to want to carry your phone around on you. But the Wi-Fi, it's pretty good. It's not bad at all. So Don't think, oh, it's Mexico, it's 3G, it's bad Wi-Fi. No, it's fine, it's great. You can still do whatever you need to do. So it's all good. Okay, we might as well cover a couple other things. So the Glam Boutique, again, I mentioned that's that shop they have on location. They got cigarettes. Look at this. View more. It says everything's free. Don't believe that. Say you want some cigars or cigarettes. There's the prices right there. And they could charge it to your room and bring it up to you probably for an extra fee. And then they have, you know, sunscreen and all that. And be sure to bring your sunscreen and your aloe veras, anything, because this is not pesos, all right? If you see $27, $33 for a bottle of sunblock, that's like $4 or $5 in the States. Yeah, this is US dollars right there. So that's not pesos. So you are going to pay up the wazoo for sunscreen because they know you need it. Same with, you know, personal care items, anything, snacks. Okay, snacks. One more thing I forgot to mention. Snacks are not in the mini bars, in the cheap rooms. They might be in the better rooms, but there are no snacks. So if you want snacks or something, you're either gonna have to go off resort, across the street to the shops, or purchase from the store, which you don't wanna do. So let's go talk about the spa. Another option here on the hotel. Again, we didn't go to the spa because obviously it's going to be way overpriced. And this is in US dollars. So, you know, $40, $50 for mani-pedis, which I guess is kind of normal, but then they have, you know, massage treatments and all that. And that's where it gets into the $400 ranges. Special treatments, $100, $200 for massages. So just so you know, they do show the prices for spas and everything. So they will let you know in case you're ever curious about how much things cost, or if you're, you know, feeling like you want to burn a hole in your pocket and spend some money, go nuts. Now you know how much everything costs. Okay, and lastly we have experiences. Now I was telling you how there's like a private menu for food and special meats like lobsters and steaks. Well, they also have a special menu for wine and drinks, and that's called the cellar. You'll get this menu in every restaurant you go to. But as you can see, I am the low class room, so I am not privy to that information right now. But there are also signature experiences this hotel offers. Now those include special activities and things you could have done. For example, Ultimate Rose. This costs 500 American dollars. Yeah, 500 bucks. All right. And pretty much all they do is include a massage, a 45-minute couples massage. Oh wow. Okay, it actually does include some stuff. So you get yourself a massage. They doll up your jacuzzi room if you have one. You get a lobster dinner, strawberries, chocolate, and a bottle of champagne. So this is an option of, you know, extras you could add onto your room. That's actually not too bad when you price it out if you did all those activities individually. You know, you could learn how to strip. So get yourself a whole dance instructor and everything for an additional charge. What's this? Oh, you could get a stripper if you wish. So that's pretty cool. You have fun with that. Then they got Moonlight Massages, includes chocolate and champagne. They do those on the beach, I bet. And then they have beach dining experiences. This is actually pretty popular. We see a lot of this. They do this over by the quiet pool on the beach side. See that every night. So, you know, these are just some extras they can add on to your room and other stuff you can do in case you're, again, wanting to spend a lot of money or just have a once-in-a-lifetime experience. It offers it all. So to access the hotel map and get an overview of the resort, go to Hotel Info from the main screen on your TV, select it. Scroll over to Hotel Map and select that, and it'll basically give you an overview of the whole resort. Room service information can also be accessed from your TV. A couple last minute things I forgot to talk to you about. There is a coffee maker also in the room, and an ice bucket and some glasses, and some couple extra shelves in this last cabinet here. One thing though, there is no ice maker around here in these cheap rooms. You probably got to call up and have them bring some ice, or walk somewhere and find some ice. So if you want ice, you're going to be out of luck. Another thing in the bathroom is you will notice that there are no cups in the bathroom. It did not provide any cups. Luckily we had our tumblers we brought. But there are no plastic cups or anything to brush your teeth, rinse, whatever you got to do. So there's that. And then another thing is we just got our COVID test. It's not $25 anymore. It's $30 per person to get out of here. So everyone has to have a COVID test. There's no getting around it. We heard a rumor, if you test positive but have your vaccination card on you, you can still leave the country. I don't know. Better safe than sorry. Just hope you don't get positive. But $30 per person, so add that expense on there that they like to nickel and dime on you. And verify your email address with them. Make sure you get the email. They say you might not get the appointment email, but you should get the result email. If you do not get the result email, you can go to the concierge desk and they can print it off for you with your results from your COVID test. And I think that's all the last minute stuff I can show you while we're here. So that's it. So that's it. My review on Temptation Cancun Resort. Again, please keep in mind that review is from a bottom tier point of view, not an upgraded or a premier member. So I'm sure there's lots of other opinions out there. Of course there will be, but this is just from the bottom level, probably the vast majority of viewpoints. I hope I've educated you in your decision now to spend your money and your vacation time wisely. It may be for you. Hey, more power to you. Nothing wrong with that. Just wasn't for me. I would have preferred to go to a different resort or to one I've previously been to for a much better experience. Nothing wrong with that. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe below for more content in the future. If you have any questions, anything you feel I didn't answer or you want to know, please comment below. I'll try my best to answer, or if maybe one of you watch this video and you see a comment below you can answer, go ahead. That's what we're all here for, to educate and inform. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for more in the future. Bye-bye.